Hey there, freedom lovers and cancelled comedians, Snarky Nation here, and buckle up because today we're diving into the hottest genre of comedy since Guy slipping on a banana peel, anti-woke comedy. That's right, the last bastion of free speech where brave warriors fight for the right to say things that were funny in 1998. We're talking about the comedy that's less about punchlines and more about punchlines that punch down. So grab your Make Comedy Edgy Again hats and let's get ready to offend some snowflakes. What is anti-woke comedy? Anti-woke comedy is simple. It's comedy art, but with a victim complex. You take a joke, any joke really, preferably one that hasn't aged well, remove all context, add some manufactured outrage, and boom, you're an edgy genius. Gone are the days of clever punchlines or, God forbid, subverting expectations. No. We're here to say the things that make grandpas nod in approval and say they couldn't handle that back in my day, and by that, I mean basic human decency. We're talking about the kind of comedy that makes you feel like you're bravely speaking truth to power, even though the only power you're challenging is the power of people to not hear the same tired jokes from the 1950s. It's like the comedic equivalent of finding your dad's old joke book and thinking you've struck gold. How to make an anti-woke joke. Making an anti-woke joke is easier than falling asleep in a lecture about the history of mayonnaise. Here's the formula. Step 1, say something outdated, something like, back in my day we didn't have pronouns, because apparently language froze in time until you decided to grace the world with your presence. Step 2, assume everyone is going to be deeply offended, even if they just sat through your entire set that, let's be honest, is drier than a popcorn fart. Step 3, blame cancel culture for any negative reaction. Didn't get booked for a gig, cancel culture. Someone threw a tomato at you, cancel culture. It's like a magical scapegoat for everything. Step 4, profit. And if by some miracle you do get banned, perfect. Now you can sell t-shirts that say cancelled for $39.99 a pop. You're not silenced, you're a goddamn entrepreneur. Chapter 3. The biggest threat to anti-woke comedy, the kryptonite to its fragile ego, the single grain of sand that could topple this comedic house of cards is context. Imagine this, a comedian, microphone in hand, tells a well-crafted joke about the absurdity of wealth inequality. The audience laughs, they connect, the delivery is sharp, the punchline is clever, everyone's having a good time. But wait, what's this? There's no rant about how people are too sensitive, no complaining about not being allowed to say something that they just said out loud. Disgusting! This isn't comedy, this is a safe space. Where's the persecution complex? Where's the righteous anger at the mere existence of people who are different? This comedian clearly forgot the cardinal rule of anti-woke comedy. If you don't go home feeling like a martyr for the cause of saying whatever pops into your head, did you even really do comedy? Chapter 4. If you really want to thrive in the wonderful world of anti-woke comedy, you must become a martyr for free speech. Here's how. Step 1, say something offensive. Don't overthink it. Just reach into the dusty bag of prejudice and pull out the first thought you find. Step 2, claim you were cancelled. Did a coffee shop tell you to stop yelling slurs at the barista? Congratulations, you're officially silenced. Step 3, go on every podcast, radio show and YouTube channel that will have you talking about how comedy is dead and how you're the only one brave enough to speak truth to power. Bonus points if you can cry on camera. Step 4, get a Netflix special called They Don't Want You to Hear This, because nothing says I'm being silenced like a multi-million-dollar deal from a global streaming giant. At the end of the day, comedy is about pushing boundaries, but maybe, just maybe, the funniest thing isn't screaming about how nobody lets you tell jokes anymore while simultaneously telling those jokes to a very receptive, very profitable audience. Maybe. Just maybe. The real joke is pretending you're oppressed while making millions off of complaining about how you can't say anything anymore. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy on YouTube, probably about to get cancelled for speaking my truth.